Hello, Connected. Got the psychic reading cards out again. The psychic reading cards deck. See if we can. One jumped out. Jump back in. See if we can get one card to come out today. Give us a message. Ooh, another one jumped out. Jump back in. See if we can get one. Just one. Actually, jump out. Just take the leap. When the card does come out, I'm going to read a little bit from the book on the card. See what message it has. Wow. I know there's a message in this deck somewhere. Somewhere in this deck, there's a message. Wow. Now they're just acting silly. Hold on. Wow. Very interesting. Nothing? Should I pull a card from this deck to talk about today? Wow. Okay. This card wanted to come out last time. And it didn't. Didn't make the cut. Here we are. Coming out of the deck by itself. So let's read it. Hands. Your hands are activated to allow you to touch, heal, and create. You have received this card as the universe wants you to understand the gifts you have been given. The psychic symbol of hands represents the hidden abilities you possess. The hands card can also represent that you are a gifted healer, and it is time for you to use your natural-born gifts to heal. Have you been drawn to taking up a course in a natural therapy such as Reiki, massage, or kinesiology? Are you looking at working with your hands in a hobby or work situation? You may be thinking about doing a trade, gardening course, craft, or jewelry making course. Or are you interested in taking a drawing, painting, or photography course to express your creative side? The psychic symbol of hands can be a sign that you should explore the gift of psychometry. Psychometry is the ability to hold an item and see the past, present, and future from the energy contained within the item. Psychometry is also a doorway to open you up to working with mediumship. Well, it's interesting that this card came up. So this card basically can be a confirmation that you're on the right path and that the universe is encouraging you to start using your hands in whatever area of your life you're drawn to. It's also a sign to confirm that you have what it takes to achieve your goals. So really this channel is geared towards like people who are in the beginning, you know, of their spiritual awakenings, mostly because a lot of the stuff that I've gone back to talk about is like basic energy stuff. And we are going to talk about mediumship just a little bit. And so it's interesting that this card is talking about that. You know, in coaching too, they talk about like if you're a visual person or if you prefer touch or if you prefer to hear someone. And I think that basically what this card is saying is that whatever it is that you prefer, you know, if you prefer, I'm a visual person, so if you prefer to see things, you know, as opposed to say touching them, to try touching them and see if it helps you out just a little bit. For some people is super sensitive to like what they touch or like touching other people, you know, empaths and things like that, you know, and a lot of times you don't realize, you don't realize, you know, you don't have to really touch someone to even have like an energy transfer, you know, for lack of better words. But, you know, definitely some people really use their hands to try to get in touch with certain objects, you know. Some people on YouTube who are like, you know, looking at cards like I am, you know, they touch them to try to get, you know, the energy that's coming off of them. You know, I guess I'm a little bit of a tangible person too, because I touch them a lot while I'm talking. And, you know, I just like to play with cards in general. I've been doing it for a long time. But, um, you know, started with like real playing cards, you know. So yeah. Um, you know, touch, whatever it is, I don't, you know, I don't care. I mean, you know, definitely your stones, obviously. But, you know, I mean, it could be anything, you know, something that you value, or, you know, really anything. But I think for the purposes here, we're mostly talking about, you know, um, inanimate objects, you know, things that have a certain, you know, vibration that's not evident because it doesn't move on its own, you know. See if you can connect with it. See what you can do with that energy. Until we meet again.